Flags, they wave, conquer, signal, identify and beautify. Flags represent ideologies and identities, whether it is of a sports team, a country or a faith. Among many things, the most defining symbol of a country is its flag. It is a piece of decorated cloth that instills pride in you when you look at it. Every country has a flag with distinct symbols, colors and images holding profound meaning to its history, culture and their beliefs. On August 15th, India will be commemorating its 75th Independence Day. To mark the Amrit Mahotsav, the Prime Minister has given a call to hoist or display the national flag at every home in country. Like many other countries with their flags, India too has its story to tell. Flags have been an important part of Indic civilization. Right from the Indus seals of the Vedic age to the present modern-day Indian flag, there are numerous references for flags in our ancient literature denoted by various terms. They are Dhwaja, Akra, Kritadhwaja, Pataka, Kadali, Jayanti, Vaijayanti and many more. The Rig Veda mentions armies carrying Dhwaja into the battlefields. Indra Dhwaja or Indra's standard was shaped like a pillar made to be given to warriors seeking victory in the war. The Atharva Veda has a brilliant reference to a flag as the device of Surya Bhagwan. Interestingly, the Dhwaja also took a permanent form in temples where we worship them as Dhwaja Stambhas. Since ancient times, every kingdom had its flags and emblems. Various contingents of its military leadership, led by generals and commanders of various ranks, had their independent flags. Throughout history, capturing the enemy's flag was nearly tantamount to victory, and a warrior who did so became a hero instantly. This tradition is most pronounced in the immortal Mahabharata, whereby the warriors and the heroes and their respective flags are listed by Sanjaya in Drona Parva in an entire chapter. Arjuna had a Kapila Dhwaja, a flag with Hanuman. Ashwatthama had a Simhagulam, the figure of a resplendent tail of a lion. Karna's flag was Hastikakshaya, golden and adorned with festoons and garlands flying in the air. Jayadratha's flag had the Varaha, the white boar. Duryodhana's flag had the serpent set with gold and gems. Bhishma's flag had the Tala Dhwaja, a palm tree. Dronacharya's flag had a Kamandalam covered with the deer skin. Lord Skanda displays a Mayura Dhwaja while fighting demons. Lord Shiva carried a Brishabha Dhwaja while fighting Tripurasuras. The Ramayana mentions the Dhwaja having the emblem of Kovidara or Parijata tree. In the recent times, the Buddhists built Dhwajastambhas at their stupas. The Jains too erected Dhwajas at their place of worship with symbols of Dhammachakra and Simha the lion. Gupta rulers chose the Garuda emblem for their Dhwaja. The Mauryan army used Dhwajas and Patakas, as can be gleaned from the Arthashastra of Kautilya. Different divisions had different flags. This tradition has been preserved almost intact till date. When we notice that various regiments of Indian Army have their insignia, coat or arms and other emblems. The early Tamil dynasties had flags bearing fish, bow, tiger and other emblems. The Pallavas had the Vrishabha Dhwaja or the bull flag. The Varaha Dhwaja graced the flags of the Chalukyas and the Vijayanagara Empire. The great Hindu resurgence under Shivaji and the Maratha Empire used the Jeri Pataka and the justly proud Bhagavad Jhanda. The Gandaperunda flag symbolizes the Wadiyar rule for over 5 centuries. Our country, with its various kingdoms and regions, has been represented by various flags over a period of time. After the country attained independence from the British, the tricolour with Ashoka Chakra at the centre was honoured as the national flag by our constitution. As the country is getting ready to celebrate the 75th year of independence, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has issued a call for Har Ghar Tiranga or tricolour on every house to encourage people to bring the tricolour home and hoist it to mark the diamond jubilee of the country's independence. It was a departure from the earlier flag rules which did not allow the citizens to hoist the flag in their homes. Earlier, hoisting the national flag was mostly limited to the government offices and institutions. If hoisted in open, it was allowed only to be flown from the sunrise to sunset. The public usually hoisted the flag ceremonially on days of national significance like Independence Day and Republic Day. But now, a rule tweak to the flag code allows any member of the public to now hoist the flag in open or on a house to be flown all day and night. India's Ministry of Culture is leading a campaign of hoisting the tricolour with a targeted 20 crore households. People can now proudly hoist Tiranga at their homes, making it not only symbolic of personal connection to Tiranga but also as an embodiment of commitment to the nation building. A campaign of this massive scale have created demand for flags in the country. The country's flag code earlier allowed using only cotton, wool, silk, either handspun or woven for making the flags. To cope with the unprecedented demand, the new flag code allows for machine-made and polyester flags following the code dimensions. With these amendments, the government has finally removed the headlocks for citizens to display flags at their homes with pride. To ensure the availability of the flags, a list of domestic manufacturers, self-help groups, and e-commerce companies have been drawn up. The flags can now be purchased from 1.6 lakh post offices across the nation. For a campaign this large, the country's private sector cannot be left behind. To increase their participation, the government has allowed private companies to spend their campaign under the CSR fund. Let us celebrate and become a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav by hoisting the Tiranga at our home with pride and celebrate our Independence Day. Vijayi Vishwa Tiranga Pyara Jhanda Uncha Rahe Hamara. Jai Hind.